Welcome. I'm Dr. Frank Springob, and I'm the co-creator and instructor for Morphogenic Field Technique. And today we're going to be doing a series of videos that you will be receiving in your inbox over the next few days explaining Morphogenic Field Technique, what it's all about, and what you can expect if you come to a Morphogenic Field Technique seminar. So we begin by introducing myself. I've been in practice as a chiropractor in Port Angeles, Washington for the past 38 years, and I began doing muscle response testing back in the early 1970s when I was a student at Palmer College of Chiropractic. And I've been doing muscle testing to varying degrees for the last 42 years. Well, my world changed about 5 years ago when we found that using an idea put forth by a nutritional therapist in our office, Autumn Smith, we could use the body's own energy field to get information to develop nutritional and herbal protocols to expand and balance the body's field. So we called it Morphogenic Field Technique. So you'll be learning about that. What we have in America today is a healthcare crisis, and our solution was to develop Obamacare, which is a great form of disease care but not a great form of health care. In other words, keeping the public healthy. We have so many issues in America now with our food supply, with the increasing level of toxins in our environment. And if you're a healthcare practitioner, you're dealing with people who are suffering from conditions because of what they've done to our environment. When you deal with the morphogenic field of the body, you are dealing with the environment. The body's field reads the environment and responds to it. So our premise is that a large and balanced energy field will promote health, whereas a small or distorted energy field means that person's got challenges. So we're going to begin today by explaining the morphogenic field. Now, we explain it as an extension of the energy of the autonomic nervous system. The autonomic nervous system, the part of the body that is in control or should be in control of your physiology. So if you give the body what it really needs to be healthy, you will have a larger and expanded field. Whereas environmental factors such as toxins, heavy metals, chemicals, a lot of the genetically modified food that everybody is consuming these days are going to affect your body's environment, and therefore it's going to affect the size and balance of the morphogenic field. So let's begin today by giving you a little demonstration of what the field looks like. So one of the charts that you will receive when you come to the seminar is this chart right here. And we're going to go over each one of these to talk about the field a little bit. All right, let's take a look at the first image here. We see the human body surrounded by its morphogenic field. And the reason I like this picture is it demonstrates fields within fields. So here you can see a heart field surrounded by a nervous system field, and it's surrounded by the entire matrix of all of the fields of the body. And so you have liver fields, you have kidney fields, and you have the whole field. So you can break it down into smaller pieces, or you can just measure the field as it is. Now this field exists at all levels, all scales of physics. So this picture shows the atom and the same torus energy pattern around an atom. Okay. And as you can see, the next one is an apple. So the apple, you see the same toroidal energy pattern. You'll see the same pattern in a grapefruit or a pumpkin. If you look at this human image, the human energy field here, it shows a man, it looks like he's surrounded by a pumpkin. And this is the way it would be in most formations in nature. So you can extend that out to the galactic level. Look at the Earth, and you can see the electromagnetic field of the Earth follows the same pattern. Okay, now imagine you're in practice and you're using this pattern as a tool to get information from the body about how to make the body healthier. Imagine within 3 to 5 minutes you can do a procedure that will identify the nutritional and herbal needs of that patient right in front of you. So that's the power of morphogenic field technique, to be able to do this with your busy practice in a 3 to 5 minute period. So we do this using our 3 test kits. We call them the red, white, and blue kits. So the red kit is a foundational kit because we're interested in foundational nutrition first. We want to make sure the cells have all the nutrients they need to be healthy. And then we move on to clinical nutrition. And the groundbreaking thing about morphogenic field technique is we use cell energy. So the white kit is our cell energy kit. So this was Autumn's idea, was to develop a kit that read cell energy rather than most muscle response testing techniques that read organ or gland energies. And then we have 3 questions we ask about the cells. Do they have an immune challenge? And that's page 1 of the blue kit. Do they have a toxicity? Page 2 of the blue kit. Or do we just need to feed the cells? So that's the way our program is laid out. At the end, we make sure the body is totally balanced with fatty acids. So that is how we structured it and how we put it together. So the morphogenic field technique procedure is a rapid procedure. We can do it in 3 to 5 minutes. It's incredibly accurate, and our only goal at the end of the procedure is to create a large and balanced field around the body. And we're quite well adept now at doing this, and we know that if we can keep the field big and balanced, we can create health. So in the next video, we're going to begin by discussing the red kit. And the red kit, our foundations kit, contains the energy of about 50 different standard process and meta herb supplements. So when we expose these to the field, your body has a chance to say, yes, that is something I would like, something I require, and you can provide that for the patient rather easily. You could have a great nutritional practice with this just one component, just making sure everybody's got the foundational nutrition they need to feed their cells properly. So we work with Standard Process because they have a large organic farm in Wisconsin, which they've had for decades, and they have their supplements contain 65% of what is grown on their organic farm. So you can trust Standard Process, we trust Standard Process, and we know that the field likes Standard Process. So morphogenic field technique could not exist without these fine supplements from Standard Process and Meta Herb. We would have a hard time finding these things in our current environment. So we'll be talking about that in the next video. So tune in tomorrow, look into your inbox, and watch part 2 where we discuss the red kit. So I want to thank you very much for listening.